Hey guys, how's everybody doing? It's Mr. Ramos. This video is gonna be for the Lincoln Middle School Advanced Mariachi. We're working on El Son de la Negra, and I'm gonna break that down a little bit for you today, with the hopes of being able to help you, and that way you can submit your assignment with and get a good grade, and so that way you kind of have a good idea of what we're doing. Okay. First things first, on El Son de la Negra, things to keep in mind. Just some real quick before we get started, let me tell you some real quick basics. Don't forget about where we're strumming with the guitar. Make sure that we're always strumming back here on this side of the sound bowl. Okay? Alright, always moving the wrist and strumming as many strings as possible. Okay? Watch your posture up here. Okay? Always make sure that you're looking sharp in the way in what you're doing. Some other things to keep in mind is whenever we're playing for us in Son de la Negra, make sure that we're right on tempo. The tempo is going to be really important for the guitar, vihuela, and guitarrón, because we essentially become the metronome of the entire group. So it's extremely important that we are all on time. So that's why we're doing with the metronome today. We're practicing with the metronome, and the videos need to be submitted with the metronome. The metronome needs to be set at 75 beats per minute. It's not very fast and it's not very slow, so you need to make sure that you have a good idea of how to play with the beat. Very important to be able to play with the beat. Your tendency is going to be to want to go fast, so just make sure that you don't go too fast. Slow it down, slower. If you can do it slow, you can do it fast. I promise you, that's the truth. So keep that in mind as you're playing with the metronome. Tap your foot and keep that in mind as you're playing. Don't go too fast. Okay. The chords are pretty easy on this one, guys. G, D7, G. That's pretty much it from A through B. So it should be pretty straightforward. The rhythm is what's been a little tricky for some of you guys, and I'm gonna break that rhythm down for you. For instance, the very first rhythm you see at letter A, you have you have an eighth rest right at the very beginning. So on beat 1, you're resting, but you come in on the te of 1, so it's rest. Te, 2, te, 3, te. Te, 2, te, 3, te. That's kind of what we have there on that first beat. So be very careful with that, and we're gonna count it out for a minute. So if you were thinking about food there, remember like we do it in class. So right there would be tía, tortilla, tía, tortilla. Or the strumming is gonna be simply rest, down, up, down, down, up. Rest, down, up, down, down, up. Okay, so keep that in mind for the very beginning. Watch that rest at the very first beat. It's very important that we all get that. The next troublesome rhythms that I can see is whenever we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 measures into letter A, you have the quarter note, 2 16th notes, and 3 8th notes. And that rhythm, remember the 16th notes is the one that has the 2 bars on it. The 8th notes have only one beam that connects them. The way we count that rhythm is 1, 2 tate, 3 te. Again, 1, 2 tate, 3 te. With the way we like to say it in class with food, pan, taquito, taco. Pan, taquito, taco. Right? And the strumming, down, down, up, down, down, up. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Okay? And then the next measure right after that, go to D7, and this rhythm gets a little bit complicated as well. You have 1 tate, 2 tate, 3 te. Very important that you know how to count it. I'm gonna be asking those questions when we get back to class. 1 tate, 2 tate, 3 te. Know the rhythms. 1 tate, 2 tate, 3 te. Okay. The food, taquito, taquito, taco. Taquito, taquito, taco. Okay? And then, of course, the strumming. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. Down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. And remember that these 2 measures that we just broke down right here, they repeat themselves again for the next 2 measures, and then again for the 2 measures after that. And right before letter B, you have the rhythm changes. You have 3 quarter notes. Pan, pan, pan. That's all that you have there at the very end, right before letter B. So all that together, it shouldn't be that difficult. Just make sure you break down those measures first before you go on and try to put things together. Okay? All right. So now I'm gonna give you the metronome. Remember, the metronome needs to be set at 75 beats per minute. If you have a metronome app, set it at 75. That's how fast I want you to go. And I want to be able to hear the click whenever you send me the video of your recording. I want to be able to hear the click in the background. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and count this for you. Here, starting from letter A all the way through B. 2, 3, here I go and rest. Take 2, take 3, take 1, take 2, take 3, take 1, take 2, take 3, take 1, take 2, take 3, take 1. 2 ta take 3, take 1 ta take 2 ta take 3, take 1. 2 ta take 3, take 1 ta take 2 ta take 3, take 1. 2 ta take 3, take 1 ta take 2 ta take 3, take 1, 2, 3. That's from letter A through B. Okay? Now we're going to go back and I'm going to say with the food items that we all like to eat. Here we go. At letter A. 2, 3, here I go and rest. Tortilla, tortilla, taco, 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 pan, taquito, taco, taquito, taquito, taco, pan, taquito, taco, taquito, taquito, taco, pan, taquito, taco, taquito, taquito, taco, pan, pan, pan. Okay? That's the food items there. Now let's go and I'm gonna say the strumming. Here's the strumming. 2, 3, here I go and rest. Down, up, down, down, up, 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 down. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, down. Okay? That's the strummings there. Before we go on, be careful that letter A. Now that I'm going to talk, we did the rhythm, we're going to talk now about the chords a little bit. Remember at letter A, you have the first 3 strums are the down, up, down are going to be G, and then the D7 is going to be down, up. So you have G, 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 D7, D7. Down, up, down, down, up. G, 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 D7, D7. So it's with tía, tortilla. On the tía, to is going to be G, and then tía is going to be D7. Tía, tortilla. Back down to go D7 there. So be very careful. That can be a little bit tricky. I know some of you had a little bit of trouble with that in class, so keep on hitting on that, okay? All right, so here we go. I'm going to play it for you guys. From letter A to B. Watch your strumming. Make sure you're using the right chords. Nice full strums on the right hands. Play through the strings. Play through the strings. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Here I go and rest. Make sure that we try to get all the strings as we can. Here we go again. 2, 3, here I go and rest. Be careful with the last strum. Make sure that we don't rush on the last strums. 1, 2, 3. Get as much ring as you possibly can on all those last strums. Okay. So this is gonna be our assignment for this coming week. Do the best you can. Remember, don't be afraid to record it over and over and over again. Give me the absolute best recording that you can send me, so that way your grade is gonna reflect the quality of your video. So if you have a high quality video with you, I can tell you practice, you did it several times, then you'll get a high grade. But if I can tell that you just played it one time through, then that your grade will reflect that. So be very careful. Make sure you have enough time to play through it. You don't have to record it the very first day. Play it through a couple of times. The second day, practice it some more, record it, see what you sound like. Third day, record it again. Maybe the fourth day you can submit that one, or the fifth day once you've played it several times. All right? All right, happy practicing.